Welcome, guys, back to Nerd Tavern. Before we actually begin this episode, I do want to thank you guys so much because last week's podcast was actually our most successful one. It is like right now at like 28 views, and I know that isn't big, but damn it, it's big to us, considering most of them get like 5 or 6 views, and it does mean the world that you guys are back and hopefully still watching. It means the world that you guys watch that. And I also do want to give a big apologies to anyone that is watching this that had a family in that Manchester bombing. Give your hearts out to them. All that good stuff. Now, we actually have guests. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. I know I kind of went on a sad note, but I thought I would do that because that's like the elegant thing to do.
Hey guys, G Shadow 007 here. How you all doing today?
And hey, I'm back. I wasn't here last week, but yeah. Matt, you
He's
know
back
who
and
I
better
am.
than ever.
You know what I am. Sure, better. You can say that.
All right. All right, let's do this. All right. So, we're kicking it off with the big news. Red Dead 2 got delayed till 2018. No big fucking surprise, because if you guys actually watched the podcast, if you watched a lot of the episodes, I called this from the fucking beginning. I knew Red Dead would not release in the holiday.
I don't mind it because it allows them to get more time to develop it and iron out all the bugs. I mean, Rockstar is known for putting out quality products for the most part.
I don't think they've ever released a bad game. I mean,
If you
like,
count their earlier Grand Theft Auto titles on the PS1 or something.
the Grand Theft Auto ones weren't technically bad. Even like Midnight Club, people say Midnight Club's bad, but I mean, for a racing game, it's not bad. It's just not like exciting. They just took GTA racing and said you can't run over people.
Pretty much.
Matthew, are you upset that Red Dead 2 got delayed in 2018?
Not really, to be fully honest with you. Like, I'm not really that upset about it. Um, I like the old Red Dead, but like, considering the amount of shit's gonna come out during next year, it's probably best it like holds off because that'll be a clusterfuck.
Yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
not that bothered by it.
Yeah, Rockstar, they do what they want. It doesn't surprise anyone because Rockstar is gonna make money, and even
Yeah.
like the Star Wars Battlefront Twitter like made like a sigh of relief, like once Red Dead got delayed till like 2018, because it's Red Dead 2 and it's going to sell. I don't think it's gonna outsell GTA 5, but it's gonna sell a lot of fucking copies. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it is because it's Rockstar, it's Red Dead, so.
yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and move on. So we will
All right.
now. This is the big one. So this week, guys, I beat Final Fantasy 15 finally. It's needed to be beat for a fucking long time, and that game is going down as one of the best games in my opinion of all time. The ending was so damn good. Oh my god, the last like 8 chapters of story just they bring tears to your eyes. It's that good. But this is kind of funny because this could tie into 2 stories that kind of happened. So, you guys know that Final Fantasy 7 and Kingdom Hearts 3 apparently they're years out. We've already kind of talked about that. But now Square Enix
Oh
has
god.
begin hiring devs for Final Fantasy 16.
So they're just not giving a fuck about Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7, or they just announced it for the sake of announcing it, and they're not even close to like getting it off the ground. This
Yeah,
is what this is telling me.
yeah. Basically, That basically the work that was put in. I don't know about Kingdom Hearts. I think Kingdom Hearts they're just really trying to polish out because it's kind of like FF15. They want that game to sell a shit ton and they want it to be perfect and polished and everything. Which by all means go ahead. But with FF7, I'm pretty sure they literally had that. That was the only thing they had prepared was that cinematic, and that was it. And then they began production shortly after. But I want to get your guys' opinions on Final Fantasy 16 and what do you want to see out of Final Fantasy 16?
Where do I start? Don't make the story. Don't make the DLC necessary to understand the story, like you did with FF15. How about that? Let's start with that. Let's also make the game a lot longer too. FF15 could be completed apparently under 15
Whoa.
hours or so.
Hold on a second. I put 60 hours into that game. You have to do a shit ton of grinding there, Gruels. I have not done any post, whatever. Just to beat it comfortably, I put 60 hours into the game.
Okay, it was roughly around 50 hours then. Somewhere around there.
You gotta have, yeah. You gotta have.
I mean,
it's not. Final Fantasy 15 was good on, Mike. That's all I'm saying.
Took 10 years to develop. And apparently, a lot of people don't really like it. I can see why they don't like it. Because for some reason, they think it's a good idea to use DLC as a way to help make the story make sense, which is kind of dumb. So don't do that next time.
The story somewhat makes sense. It makes the only bit of DLC that they have right now is for episode Gladios, where in the game, a short portion of Gladios is out of your party. All you do is play those events while he's out of your party.
I mean, I've seen the characters of the game. None of them interest me. So
Goose, how does the boy band not interest you?
I mean, no, I don't think any of them really have much of a character to go by, if you ask me.
Oh, Noctis. Goose, have you played Final Fantasy 15 out of curiosity?
I mean, I've seen it.
Ghouls, you have not played Final Fantasy 15 and you say you're a fan of JRPGs.
I've seen some of the things in it, and I've heard some of the stupid things in it.
All the gameplay, like a full.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Full
It's
story
basically game. From what I didn't see the full. I'm going by some of the horror stories right now. I've seen the gameplay, and it looks okay. I see it looks kind of good. But my main issue with FF15 was how poorly handled the story is.
The story, that's no joke. Probably that's probably FF15. From the story alone, you guys know Final Fantasy X's like my favorite Final Fantasy of all time, and I really thought it's going to be impossible for it to be because I love the turn-based combat too much, and the story was good, but it kind of got Final Fantasy 15 kicks FF10 story's ass, and the gameplay is so superb, so superb. Once I finally got good at it, because for the little bit I got my ass kicked in the combat.
Maybe because I'm a nostalgia fag or something, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. That's just me.
Matthew, you've played Final Fantasy 15. What do you want to see out of 16?
16?
Yeah, out of 16, because they're hiring devs for it now as we speak.
Oh, that's nice. Don't really know what to expect. Like, I don't know what shit it is, continuing
Fuck.
continuity or what. 14. I like the one, this new one they made like this past year. Uh, Ending was great.
Ooh. You're
Gameplay was
bringing
great.
tears to my eyes thinking about that ending, Matthew.
Bit of blackness. The story kind of lacked in some areas, but other than that, like it was pretty. Like it was 9 out of 10. I'll give it a 9. But for 16, yeah,
Oh shit.
I guess like add a buff to the gameplay.
Matthew, you're kind of cutting in and out.
Am I now?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, that's what
Fuck.
I just said. So fuck that. Uh,
Um, no, we could hear bits and pieces of it. It was just kind of hard. But the basis, for me at least, for Final Fantasy 15, open world, keep it. It was good. Number 2, fix the fucking car. The worst part about the game was the fucking car.
God. Oh god, I've seen that in action. It was so fucking slow. How can anybody find that fun? I have no idea.
The only Listen, I get the point of it. You want it to be realistic and kind of just see how, like, oh shit, how big this open world is. Listen, I get that. But you gotta make the car fucking fast. The thing fucking goes at a snail's fucking pace here. And I mean a fucking snail's pace.
What happened? I mean, I remember when you can go really super fast with the airships from a lot of the Final Fantasy games. What the hell happened here?
I don't know, but what you can do to fix that, it's just make fast travel at every location a thing. Don't charge Gil for it or whatever.
Or why don't you implement like a better way to travel? Like, oh, I don't know, an airship or something? Like the older Final Fantasies had?
Funny thing is, it did turn into an airship. You just have to finish the game first.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid then. What the fuck?
Um,
I hope
Yeah.
Square does better. I really do.
but
Something they won't though.
gameplay. I mean, I would like if you could do like FF10 turn combat. Then you're like, oh, then you're making me decide. But you can keep the combat. I would say, just make the story a bit more progressive. That's really kind of my only thing. Instead, like, listen, there was story. Like, in my opinion, there was story. It wasn't as deep. Once you hit those last 6 chapters, you just get bam, bam, bam. You get fucking just punched in the face so many damn times with story. You're like, oh my god. It was a lot to handle at once. And it was good still. It was really good. But, yeah, I just kind of want you to fix the car, really. Keep everything else, just fix the fucking car. Or just give me the plane up front. You can do that, too.
Make your story better.
I don't mind the ghouls. You gotta play the last 6 chapters. Oh my... It made... it gave me like not I didn't like full like I didn't cry, but like I got teary eyed. I've never really cried. I don't cry in movies. I don't cry in games. I get teary eyed, and oh my damn, just play fucking Final Fantasy 15, ghouls. Play it. Say screw it to Persona 1 and 2 and play Final Fantasy 15.
But come again, what do you say?
I said play Final Fantasy 15, ghouls. Play it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were shitting on Persona for a moment.
I said fuck Persona 1 and 2 on your dumb dead console and play Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I got a Vita, by the way, guys. It's totally worth it. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
He bought a dead system, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, no, what I bought is a glorified PSP emulator, which is a good idea.
You brag about your PC and you don't emulate. Just fucking emulate it.
Nah, I'd rather
Wait,
do it on the go, like it's originally supposed to be. Anyway, back to our topic, back to our main thing.
play Final
What's
Fantasy
next on the
15.
list?
Don't listen to ghouls.
Persona 5 is better.
Fuck
That's
that.
good.
No. I will fight you tooth and nail that Final Fantasy 15 has a fucking better nearly damn everything.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Final Fantasy 15 is it. You know what? Put it on the screen. It's a certified masterpiece. Do whatever you gotta do. It's a certified masterpiece. But yeah, go play Final Fantasy 15. We'll go ahead and move on. This one was kind of interesting to me because BioWare. You guys know the original BioWare, not BioWare Montreal, not BioWare anything. They are not actually working on the new IP. They're actually to some people's knowledge working on Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age.
Well, that's actually kind of surprising.
So they went from Dragon Age Inquisition to, I believe, that Shadow Realm that got canceled, and then they went, I believe, into Dragon Age 4. But yeah,
Dragon Age 2 really left a bad taste in people's mouths. So I'm glad that Dragon Age Inquisition turned that around. I'm really curious what they're gonna do with the fourth game.
but this doesn't make sense to me. Why the fuck would they give BioWare Montreal the Mass Effect rights and just not give it to BioWare after they canceled Shadow Realm and said, you guys go make something else. BioWare, just make Mass Effect Andromeda and all your problems would have been solved. Doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I'm happy. I like Dragon Age, but I don't like it more than Mass Effect.
No, I prefer
Hello?
Mass Effect. It's just, I'm just curious what they're gonna do with it.
Well, I think after this, I think what they're gonna do. I think what the article said is that they were gonna finish up the Dragon Age game, then work on a new IP, then come back around to Mass Effect. Which in BioWare terms probably means about, you probably won't see another Mass Effect game for maybe 5 to 6 years.
Give or take.
Alright. I guess now, you guys see the new Far Cry trailer? I'm putting in a hot minute here.
I've seen it, yes, and it looks interesting. I'm not really fond of the stupid controversies it's getting, which is stupid, and we're not gonna mention it. But I'm really digging what I'm seeing.
I think it looks really weird. I don't know. Because, alright, I'm going to take you guys down. I have a very bumpy... as you guys know, I have a very bumpy relationship with Ubisoft. I'm going to take you down a little path here. Far Cry 3.
Yeah, he's got a massive hate boner for them.
Okay, so Far Cry 3, I don't have any complaints. Fucking the best Far Cry game ever. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I think it was good. Didn't think it was better than 3, though. I'm in the minority on that. I think just Far Cry 3 is an absolute... Oh, it's so good of a game. Then Far Cry 4 happened. There was a bug I could not advance in the game. I was literally 100%ing that game. I was like 53% of the way through. And then, bam, I can't advance anymore. So, fuck you, Ubisoft. Then I move on to Far Cry Primal. I'm thinking, oh, let's see what happens here. Later to find out they literally copied the Far Cry 4 map, pasted it, and then didn't let you have guns and said fucking use bows and arrows to kill woolly mammoths. And the story sucked. The gameplay was uneventful. And now Far Cry 5 comes out, and I don't know how I feel about it. I want it to be like Far Cry 3 because I think it has potential to be good, but I don't know. And I also don't get Montana because it feels like it's just going to be like a wasteland almost.
I mean, I'm interested to see where it goes. Again, I mean, all the controversial bullshit aside, it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting game. Will they fuck it up? Who knows? It's Ubisoft after all.
Oh, they have a strong chance to fuck it up.
What about you, Matt?
I liked what I saw in the trailer, honestly, but I feel like the only one has like they're I'm not gonna dive into it because certain reasons. But I feel like the black guy has like the probably like the better motivation, or maybe the chick from the bar. Sure, but yeah, I
Hmm.
like it with like critics and shit like that, considering this age. But whatever.
Yeah, that one was good. It was a little bit laggy, but you didn't cut out as bad as you were when Final Fantasy 15 was good. So, all right, I guess. But yeah, Far Cry. I'm not gonna give it a thumbs up or thumbs down because it's a very hit or miss franchise. But I feel like ever since 3 Blood Dragon, it's just been on a downward spiral. Um. So, all right, we don't have a fifth topic. So you know what we do? I come up with a rabbit out of the ass, and Ghouls came up with one. So we're almost halfway through the year, and it's hard to think about that we're almost halfway through the year. But it's time to talk about what games we love so far that have come out this year. Um, and Ghouls, I'll just let you go ahead and get it out because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what you're gonna fucking talk about.
My favorite game so far of 2017. I'm pretty sure this won't change unless there's a game later in the year that's really fucking amazing. Persona 5. Now, I started playing Persona back actually last summer with Persona 4. Fell in love with the franchise from there. Played Persona 3. I got into some of the games on PS3 like Persona 4 Arena and Persona Q. So I was really anticipating Persona 5. It sucked that we didn't get it on Valentine's Day, but what can you do? So the game finally comes out. I played it and I fell in love with it because they improved so much from Persona 4. Gone is the skills being randomized. You can now choose your own skills for your personas. That is something that the series desperately needed because I really hated RNG. I really did. I mean, just to get skills I wanted in Persona 3 and 4 took me literally like 30 minutes to do, which is annoying and retarded. So I'm glad that they finally added the feature to choose your own skills in. Uh, the way that days are handled in the game, you know, Persona's like real life. You gotta like make sure what you should do on certain days to make sure you get your social links up, make sure you do this, make sure you beat the boss until before a specific date. It's a very busy game. You will be doing a lot of stuff in it, and that's what I like about the game. I mean, it's half RPG, half slice of life visual novel. Now, normally I'm not into visual novels, but the way Persona does it is very endearing, and Persona 5 is no different. Persona 5 actually probably has some of the best things I've ever seen in an RPG in a long time. I mean, I like what they did with the combat system. I mean, it's much more simplified. It's much more, you know, much more. It's a lot easier to do and know. And I like I like I just like everything about the game. I like the combat system. I like how they include guns, how they managed to re-include guns. That was a thing in Persona 1 and 2, and they re-include it, and it worked beautifully. I love that they did that. And it's just, I just can't get enough of the game. I love the music. The music is amazing. I think Persona 4's music's better, but this soundtrack is glorious. I really liked all the songs in the soundtrack. The voice acting was great. I had no problems with any of the English voices, and the story was fucking amazing. I really liked it. That's really all I gotta say about Persona 5. I thought the gameplay was great. It's very easy to get into compared to any other Persona game. I mean, I don't think you'll have any trouble getting into it. They managed to simplify a lot of things. They managed to make a lot of things much more simple. I like the characters a lot. It's just a great game. Go buy it. It's amazing. And Atlas really did a fine job with this one.
Oh, I'm Goes. I hate to interrupt, but if they want to hear story, they had the best story to ever release this year in gaming history, and it's called Late Shift. That's one of my games that you've gotta play this year. This is my honorable mention. Late Shift is incredible. Everybody needs to play it. It is the game of the year until Knack 2 probably comes out.
I've seen that game. I'm not sure if I can really classify it as a game.
It is
Well,
a game,
actually,
damn
I
it.
guess you can because it's an interact. I guess it's one of those interactive games. I guess it looks interesting. It really does. I'll probably have a chance. I'll probably find a chance to try it out.
But for real,
But right now, yeah, Persona 5 is my personal favorite game so far.
my top 3 favorite games. One of them, I'm gonna just be honest. This is which one isn't shocked. Legend of Zelda: Breath into the Wild probably is gonna be game of the year by a lot of people. Um, that game is probably gonna clear house, and the game's basically bug free. Its combat's good. You can take it anywhere. Its story's good. It's got so much collectibles.
I'm genuinely surprised because this is the game that we thought was going to be basically nothing more than Dark Souls with a Zelda skin, but we were proven wrong.
It it's it literally steals the show in everywhere. The world's great. The world feels. There's a lot of things that you can say about open world, especially since they're just taking over everything. But there's a correct way to do the open world, and Nintendo landed every piece of the world means something, and it's not just a big world. Instead, fuck it, just go travel along. The dungeons are good. It just is a great game. Highly, highly recommend. Just it's not the thing to buy the Switch over. I will say that. I don't think anybody needs to run out and get a Switch over Zelda.
No, oh no, it's still in its infancy. I would say wait a few more months until more games come out.
I would say wait till Odyssey, and then they'll probably have a good enough lineup to justify it. Because I think.
Well, then you miss out on Ultra Street Fighter 2 for $40.
God, I was like, I don't even know, but I am probably gonna buy Daigasia 5 complete and then play that. But yeah, Matthew, what was one of your 3 favorite games this year? Matthew?
Am I live?
Scared us there, buddy.
I die each time. Alright. Top 3 are probably Outlast 2. Really like the gameplay and all. Horror aspect has some
Wait,
to be desired.
Didn't Outlast 2 got released
Like,
last year?
it was kind of.
No,
Yeah.
Outlast 2 got released like a
No,
couple months
yeah,
ago,
but-
Ghouls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Trying to remember.
Uh, really enjoyed. Thought I would. Like it's a game I haven't for some time I have been grinding. Like that's one of the games games are actually fucking great. But,
Wait, Matthew, now you're cutting in and
uh,
out.
oh,
Oh
it's
yeah,
great.
he's
Oh, by the
cutting
fucking
bad.
lag.
This lag is a certified masterpiece. And if you guys are wondering ever why, Matthew's back at his family's house, and now he doesn't have his god tier like college internet, which I still am shocked that that dorm room had as good as internet as it did. But I'll go ahead
I
and
almost
do.
kind of miss it. I don't
Um,
miss the guy jumping in the background though. Jumping in the background.
Oh, I guess
All
you
right,
skip me. I guess I don't give a fuck anymore. The lag
The leg's atrocious, but yeah,
is really fucking
go
killing
play
me.
Persona 5. Go play it.
no,
I don't care if I'm shameless plugging it in. It's a great game. It's
no,
better
go
than
play Final
shamelessly plugging in
Fantasy
a game that's
15
not worth
because it's a better
$60.
game.
I'm gonna plug in a game that also costs $60, but it's better.
What?
Go buy it. Go buy Persona 5. Seriously, it's a great
Go
game.
play Final Fantasy 15.
You should all play it. Seriously, go buy it. Go play it. It's a great game. And I'm just covering for Tyler's ass now.
Basically, yeah.
Well, yeah, it means 2017.
Okay,
I mean,
we're
there's
back
a lot
and
of
better
games
than ever.
I do like to play. It's just that.
Okay,
There you go.
now we good.
You'll probably have to
All
edit some of that up.
All right, so we'll go ahead because I guess I got to do two, but I'll do them quick. All right, number two. Again, keep in mind these are no in particular order. Injustice 2. It's a great game. Very good combat. Very good. It's everything. The story and like just the graphics. Oh, second to none. Probably without a doubt the best fighting game ever released by NetherRealm.
But that's a
I love-
bold claim.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a bit burned by Mortal Kombat X because I don't necessarily like the three fighting styles or whatever. I'm just not a fan of that. I get why they did it, and I think it was a cool idea. Hopefully it's not back for Mortal Kombat 11, in my opinion. I don't want it. But, I would like, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But for Injustice 2, the gear system, I thought it was going to be bad. It's not that bad. It's got towers. It's just a complete package. The roster's big. There was no missing characters that I felt like, oh, this character needed to be in it. No, all the good characters were in it. And then the DLC looks good. But by the way, we still need Crypto the Super Dog. Get on that. NetherRealm. But, then we got, at number 3, again, no in particular order, Prey. Prey was a game I had a shit ton of fun with. An absolute blast. And you guys notice there has not been a Sony game. I usually play all my Sony games like because I'm right now working on completing my backlog on the Xbox. After I complete that, then I'm gonna go on to PlayStation 4 and play Kingdom Hearts 1 HD. Because I was like halfway through it on the PS3, but then I couldn't stand the fucking controller anymore, so I said, fuck it, I'm buying the remaster for PS4. But,
I mean, I played through KH1 and I didn't have a problem with the controller.
I fucking hate the PS3
Oh, yeah.
controller. I won't even get into an
It's
argument with you
literally
girls.
the
It's a
same controller since
No, it's not.
1998.
It's for fucking... That controller was made for the tiniest fucking hands imaginable.
I mean, I've done a comparison with the PS3 controller and the PS1 and the PS1 DualShock. They were the same damn controller.
It's
know
no, they
what
made
you're-
it bulkier, which is a lot better. That's the whole point. They just made the DualShock bulkier. That's all they needed to do was make it bulky, and they did. But yeah, Prey.
I mean, not
The reason
gonna
I
lie
liked-
that
Ghouls, don't defend the DualShock 3. It was a terrible
No,
controller.
I'm about to say I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's bad, but I think it's bad for other reasons. Those fucking triggers, those back triggers are awful.
Everything's. It's literally. The reason. Listen, the PS2 controller, I went back to it. I don't like. It's worse than the PS2. This thing feels like it's a paperweight, the PS3 controller.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna. I can understand because you have big hands. I have big hands too. I just hate it because of those fucking back. That's all I'm saying. I just hate it for the back triggers. Or I
But
wish that they came out with a bigger model. But back to what you were saying.
Prey. All right, back to the good. But in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Prey has been my game of the year so far. The reason I like Prey is because there is so many different ways to play the game, and they give you so many options on how to do so, and it gives you. There's just endless ways to play this game. There's the way to help people. There's the way to not help people. There's the way to play like the alien, but maybe help the people. It's such an incredible game. You can go guns blazing, or you could say, fuck it, I'm going to play it like Dishonored and just have like a shit ton of alien powers. There's multiple endings. There's a whole bunch of side quests, even though I really didn't do a lot of them. Matthew did. Matthew like nearly completed all the side quests to my knowledge. But yes, absolutely buy Prey. Don't care what reviewers say. It was an absolute joy. The crafting system felt meaningful. The only thing that I can say bad about Prey was that I had a couple crashes, and I said this as well in the review, is the fucking load times were dreadful. Fucking terrible
Why did you
load times.
play it on PC?
No, Ghouls, because you know why I didn't play it on PC? Because there was a game-breaking bug on PC.
Oh my.
So, Ghouls, how do you defend the PC Master Race then?
I didn't. I do know that there exist bad ports on PC. Hopefully they update that shit.
They patched it eventually.
Oh look, they did a couple days ago.
Like they updated man. Oh wait, I forgot.
You can't. Okay, so that's not. So yeah, that's not true anymore.
But yes, the load times are the only thing that are absolutely dreadful. I don't know if they're gonna fix it, if they can fix it, whatever. But there was just so many ways to play Prey. Did you
download it? Just a quick
yes,
question.
I downloaded it.
Download it. That's abysmal then.
The big thing, the reason I like Praise, the atmosphere is one of the best in gaming history. I'm talking up there in BioShock, because I think BioShock is the franchise that has nailed atmosphere no matter what it's in, whether it's Columbia or Rapture.
Oh yeah,
it always nailed like a
BioShock
fucking
always
incredible
fucking
atmosphere.
Gorgeous. BioShock.
And Prey hit this like just level of BioShock good with the space atmosphere. But yes, I absolutely enjoy it. Go play it. It's personally my game of the year right now. Alright. Now, normally this is the segment where we do a wiki how. Unfortunately, this week I was lazy. But I can make up for the wiki how because I have a story to tell y'all. And this is kind of what I was thinking about doing a whole video on this, but I decided I'm gonna let y'all be the decider on this. If you guys made it this far, all right. You guys know. All right. So where do we begin on this one? All right. So I met somebody where I work, went on a couple dates, so on and so forth. All right. But then randomly there was another person. I kind of liked her, whatever. But I never made a move, whatever. I wasn't going to. I'm a shy person. I kind of keep to myself there. So the person that I really liked asked me this question one day. Do you think high school relationships last? And I not even thinking about anything, I just say, no, I don't. So I get home. I didn't think anything about it. You know, I'm sitting here playing Overwatch with Matthew, and I get a message on Facebook. And who would you know who fucking sent me a message on Facebook? The person that I told high school relationships don't last, her boyfriend at the time. This dude is like giving me fist. He says he wants to battle me in fisticuffs. So I don't know how to react to this. At any way, shape, or form, I really don't know how to react. Then this dude said he wanted to just like, you know, he keeps saying he wants to kick my ass. And I'm just sitting here trying to play Overwatch. So this person, he's, you know, this man doesn't know. I don't have jack shit on my Facebook. Though I think the last time I posted on my Facebook was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Whoa.
And so this guy says that he was gonna come like to my house with a gun, blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, go for it. And this is where I was like irritated now at this point.
Contact the sheriff.
No, I don't. This guy doesn't know where I live. He doesn't know jack shit. So I'm sitting here, and I was like, dude, you've annoyed me enough. This is where I'm gonna have some fun with you. I said some things of the person that I liked, and this. Keep in mind, this was her boyfriend that I knew about the time. All right. I'm not gonna repeat what I said, but just know I said some things that were very mean, very funny, but they were not good things. And you know, I don't regret what I said because he pissed me off. You know, I said, like, if you want to find me, come to your girlfriend's house, blah, blah, blah. Some dumb shit like that. Like, dude, because this dude was irritating me. I was just trying to sit, having a relaxing night, and this dude was irritating me and, like, pissing me off to the next level. So, I get on... And so the next morning they're like, I sent all this stuff that this dude has sent me to his girlfriend, and later did I know that they broke up, and now I feel somewhat responsible about what happened because I felt like I did something wrong, but I really didn't. I answered a question brutally honestly.
It's not your fault at all. It's the dude's fault for being a dickhead, and then, oopsie, my girlfriend found out, and she broke up with me.
Well, no, because they broke up over because I said high school relationships don't last, and that's kind of true. I mean, they just don't. Eventually, you guys split up via college or something, and I was like,
you got a high school sweetheart that will marry you.
Yeah, but how many, even on top of that, even if you guys did get married, then I don't even know how high the divorce rate is now. I think it's somewhere in like the 55s or 56%. So this dude, now this is kind of where the story gets fun. I do so. And her boyfriend's there. So this man looks like the world's like angriest and saddest panda at the same time. This man looks like he's about to throw a punch at me. But he knows that if he does, his girl will like straight up like not even ever talk to him. Eventually, I was like, I just gave you guys I gave you my honest opinion, blah, blah, blah. And yeah. They got back together. Then, you know, a couple weeks, not even a couple weeks, I don't know why I said that, but a couple days work, and I see her next to my car. And I go, what's up? And she wasn't there, so I don't know, she was there waiting for me. We talk a little more, and then at the end, she kisses me? So my mind is a little fucked here. Keep in mind, they got back together. This is again.
I felt the same way when I was 12, when I was like 13, bro. I don't blame you.
So my mind was fucked at this point, just because I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And the story gets even weirder. All right, I want you to keep that in mind. The story even gets weirder from here on out. Um, then she texts me the next morning and says, "You know that kiss meant nothing." And I was like, "Then why did you do it? You're fucking with my head and I don't know how to feel." So then I was like, "Okay, whatever, fine." Then, okay, what was the movie I went to go see? I think I went to go see Alien, I believe. Yeah, it was Alien. It was an alright movie. But she wanted to go see the movie too, and she said, "Hey, do you want to go together?" And I was like, she's like, "Well, I'm going. I just want to know if you, because I remember you saying at work you were excited for it." And I was like, "Well, shit, she's going. I have to see her no matter what." So I said, "Yeah, let's go together." Towards the end of the night, kisses me like I don't even know how, for like a good 20 seconds. Again, says it meant nothing. And I go, "I can't take this anymore. Do you want to be with me or do you want to be with your boyfriend?" And then so on and so forth. Everything's peachy creamy now. I guess we're together because we do everything together. We kind of classified it. But yeah, fucks with your head. Fucks with you just, yeah. It was just mainly, it was kind of a short story. I don't know, it was, probably a lot of people didn't follow along. But if you did, hit that like button. And now before we end this podcast, Ghouls, where's the video? I want this to be known. Ghouls made a Spider-Man PS1 gameplay and commentary, but still hasn't made the time to put out a minute-long video saying to subscribe to the channel. To watch the podcast that he's part of.
Spur of a moment. It was a spur of a moment. And thank you for the shameless plug. I appreciate that. But well, guys, the next time you'll probably see me on this channel is when I suffer ghosts and goblins bullshit. So yay for me.
Alright, but no, Ghouls, now you've waited another week, so I gotta figure out another punishment for you. So you gotta play Ghosts and Goblins. Ooh. You know what's actually a good... okay. It's a done deal. I already know your punishment. Alright, so when you get Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, you gotta play through the arcade mode on the hardest difficulty.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Yeah, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you gotta play it on the hardest difficulty.
Fuck. Fucking... I gotta be... Fuck, I don't want another boss rage. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's gonna be... Oh... You think more? Oh, dude, I don't think you understand how bad it is. Like computers on hard mode in a fighting game. You think like pros do some crazy shit? You're gonna be basically fighting a pro. Goose, this can literally go away if you just take like 20 minutes out of your day.
But I'll make sure that week doesn't happen. See you guys later. This is G-Shaw007. Fuck my life.
Matthew, you want to attempt to do your outro?
Sure, I guess. Like, if the lag won't fucking kill me, sure. This is Matt. You know who I am. You know what I am. I'm too old for this kind of shit, even though I'm fucking 19. Yeah!
It didn't lag! He didn't lag, baby. We did it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for making last week one of the best podcasts we ever had. The actual best podcast we ever had. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week for more